used the Abbey's chapel many times. It's nice to have a peaceful place of worship.
You're looking well, Chief. I wouldn't have guessed we'd be...
Yes?
Can I ask you a question?
If I said no, would that stop you?
What are those white cubes you eat?
You mean tofu?
Yes. Do you not eat meat?
What I eat is none of your business.
I've never seen tofu before. I was curious.
You should ask someone else.
Is tofu all you consume?
My turn for questions. What do you eat?
Whatever makes me feel good.
Maybe I'm the same way. It's just called something different.
And that is?
I don't know why it's so important to you, but it's called veganism. This is between me and you, got it? I know where you sleep.
Agatha always knew how to put a smile on my face.
Need a pick-me-up?
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter. Hey, look who's awake.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? Sometimes, I even impress myself. Always a pleasure.
Time's wasting, Hunter. I think we've got something for everyone.
You know what? I deserve this.
Interesting choice.
Peace.
Well, you know what they say about practice, right?
All right, then.
Hey,
Tell me you found something good. Time to spill your guts, Hydra. Now we know what they're up to. The question is, what are we gonna do about it? Just more evil. Pick your target, Hunter.
Happy to help.
If I had time, I'd take care of these myself. But I have been accused of hogging the ball before.
I'll do you a favor, just this once.
Thanks, Hunter.
Hi, kiddo. Hunter, hello.
I think Dahlia might be hiding with the Morlocks.
The Morlocks?
Mutants who live in the tunnels beneath the city, and who stay away from the X-Men. There's a homeless encampment by an entrance to the Morlock tunnels. Vampires have attacked it 3 times this week.
That cannot be a coincidence. Do you think the vampires are hunting this child?
I don't know. The city's most vulnerable population is being erased, mutants and humans alike. Disappearing from shelters, off the streets.
The vampires go after anyone the world would not miss.
Or even notice.
Until now.
Dahlia would seek out the Morlocks.
We will find and question her.
I'm more concerned about her safety. Hopefully we'll get some answers. What do you think they want with Dahlia?
Focus, Storm.
Oh, I am. Those vampires are going to regret messing with me.
That is the spirit.
I ain't much of a conversationalist, more of a fighter. Time flies when you're fighting demons. Hardly feels like 2 months have passed.
Finally, some action! I thought my dry spell was never gonna end.
Do not stray from path.
Quickly! We must help them.
Save everyone you can, and keep your eyes open for Dahlia.
I'm looking!
Me too. I just don't like what I see. We will be through with this in no time. First it was the children. Now it's the city's unhoused population. These depraved creatures have no shame.
They do not seem to feel anything at all. Only their hunger drives them.
People caught in their wake.
Then you're in the right place. At the very least, you can deny the vampires their next meal.
Are we excited? You can all see that too, right?
show you true power. And still, my power grows. Look to the...
And in a city as renowned as New York, these people have still been left behind.
The lack of empathy is not unique to this city, or this time. Society often turns its back on those who are different.
And those with unusual abilities are even more likely to be shunned.
Yes, we've all felt it in one way or another. Maybe it doesn't have to be that way for Dahlia.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Oh! You want the... I hope you're keeping score at home.
The forces of nature conspire against us.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
I should probably feel bad about that.
Walk in the light.
I'm all tingly.
This is what you came for.
I've spotted enemy reinforcements.
We're fortunate these are resourceful people. Most of them must have escaped before things got bad.
To survive like this, they must always be looking over their shoulders.
Let us hope that is what happened. No mercy for the servants of Lilith. You were too weak for this fight. welcome assistance.
Your fate was already sealed. It was your mistake in coming here. We must finish off the vampires quickly if there's any hope of finding Dahlia.
Feel free to conjure up whatever you think will speed things up, but watch the collateral damage.
That does limit my options.
Now that was something.
Good at that.
Don't get up, even if you can. Your journey is over.
Right in the moneymaker.
You can all join Lilith together. I am impressed. We are being watched.
Let them watch. Give them no cause to fear us.
Shh. It's all right. You'll be as good as new.
Dahlia?
Aurora? What are you doing here?
I tried to find you at the orphanage, but...
But what?
It seemed you were in distress. I wanted to help.
I'm not the one who needs help. Look around you. I can do more here than wearing a fancy yellow suit. The Morlocks took me in. They just welcomed me into their family. But now someone is trying to tear our family apart.
I am so sorry.
No, you're not. You say you're all about protecting mutants, but it's only the ones who live in that mansion. You don't even see people like us.
That's not true.
What happened here?
We were attacked by creatures. We don't know what they are or what they want. Most of us fled after the last attack. Some are too wounded to move. I just need more time to heal them.
What can we do?
really want to help? Stop those things from killing my family.
If these vampires are truly stockpiling victims, there is something much greater at work here. It is never enough. There always seems to be a darker purpose waiting to reveal itself.
At least it keeps us busy.
I call to the elements! Brace yourself!
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
You chose this path. Now you must follow it.
For the mother!
Looks like they have got help.
These Morlocks, they live here beneath the sea.
These sewers have been home to all kinds.
They've survived by avoiding competition. And much like their counterparts on the surface, many people do not want to see them.
The modern world continues to surprise me. I had expected better.
Gigawatts! Great Scott!
I will deliver you.
I'm sure the Morlocks will be grateful, in their own quiet way.
Dahlia! It's over. You're safe.
Thank you, Aurora. And the rest of you. We're not used to people looking out for us.
Is there anything else we can do?
No, we'll be all right. I've healed the others. We'll move where they can't find us.
Dahlia, you don't have to be alone. The X-Men would welcome you.
Thanks, but I'm not alone. And I can't abandon my family for yours.
All right. And if you ever need me...
You'll be the first we call.
Goddess be with you. All of you.
don't tell Storm, but I understand where Dahlia is coming from. Hunter, I have a favor to ask.
What do you need?
Storm seems off. I haven't seen her like this before. Can you speak with her?
Of course, but why me?
You both know what it means to lead. She sees you as a peer, whereas I will always be her student. You may be able to reach her in a way I cannot.
All right, I will seek her out.
Thank you. Oh, and don't tell her I asked you to do this.
You can grab a coffee and pet a cat in the same shop. It's pretty great. You were right about the Abbey being special. It's beautiful out here.
I like to come here when I am feeling down.
Subtlety is not your strong suit. You want to ask about Dahlia, yes?
Dahlia believes you only care about the X-Men who choose to join. Her words hurt you.
Not exactly, but they've left me to wonder. And the act of self-reflection is often uncomfortable.
I do not follow.
Her comment has caused me to think about how I treat my students. I don't think I choose favorites, but what if I do without realizing it? Regardless, I'm relieved to see her safe and happy with her found family. I'll keep worrying about her until the vampires are taken care of.
I relate. The Midnight Suns are my family, and I share the same concerns over their safety.
That almost sounds silly, worrying about people with powers. But I appreciate your words. It feels good to know I am not alone.
I think the fear is natural. Having abilities puts targets on our backs.
That is a good point.
Just because we are strong does not mean we are invincible.
Where were you when I was a teenager? That's what leadership is. Knowing when to step in and when to respect boundaries.
How do you know?
They'll straight up tell you. Or you'll just feel it.
Sounds complicated.
It gets easier with time. Thank you for coming to check on me, Hunter. Leaders often have to take these burdens on by themselves.
I am not a leader.
Oh, please. I call it like I see it. Is there anything else?
How did you meet Dahlia?
I learned of her through the X-Men. Once mutants hit a certain age, their powers manifest. I went to offer Dahlia a place at Xavier's school, but she turned me away.
Was that the only time you approached her?
No. The second time I tried, the orphanage told me she had run away. I'm thankful she found companionship among the Morlocks.
I've never heard of a Morlock before.
Morlocks are mutants who are visually distinct. I'm hesitant to call them different, but they avoid the X-Men.
Different?
Some Morlocks may have a gelatinous body, while others have horns growing from their head. Again, visually distinct.
Do you think the vampires are after Dahlia or the Morlocks?
It's hard to say. I do not know what they would want with either of them.
Dahlia and the Morlocks are both mutants. Maybe the answer lies there.
It's possible there's a connection there. I'd rather destroy the vampires before we find out for certain.
No, that was all.
Of course.
You have called yourself a leader many times.
I've been in the position where I needed to make decisions for a team.
I'm sure you have made many tough calls.
I do what I can with the information I have. The same could be said of you.
You are right. Knowing what the right thing to do is tricky.
I always go with my gut.
Has it ever been wrong?
Oh, yes. But it's not the end of the world. Maybe in the case of your mother it is, but special circumstances.
Have you ever made a mistake?
Who hasn't? Nobody is perfect. I've made my fair share of mistakes, and have done my best to learn from them. Does it always work? No. I am curious to hear how you handle failure.
Failure is inevitable. I like to acknowledge my wrongs and then take actions to make sure it doesn't happen again.
The important thing is not making the same mistake twice.
Yes, or else nothing has been learned.
I find that a nice relaxing drink also helps to take the sting away. Give yourself some credit, Hunter. You're doing just fine. That was the most fun I've had in ages. I enjoyed spending time with you, Hunter. This is how I spend free time.
Wow. Dahlia was helping all the Morlocks by herself? Good thing we evicted the Vamps from the sewers.
Good to see you getting all buddy-buddy with Storm.
How did you know I was just with her?
I can, smell her on you.
Are you very familiar with her scent?
We were close.
Let me guess, you will not elaborate.
Nope.
What do you know about the Morlocks?
Morlocks aren't bad, you know.
Who says they are?
Society, mostly. Just because they can't pass as normal doesn't mean they deserve to be living in the sewers.
Could they join the X-Men?
They could. But the Morlocks don't trust us. Can't blame them. They don't trust anyone.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Storm is a good mentor. It's just, some people don't want help. You can't force it. How did it go? Is she all right?
We talked. I think I was able to lift her spirits.
That is a relief.
It is sweet that you care for her.
Yes, yes. My heart of ice can melt on occasion.
Dahlia's a good kid. If anything, Storm should be proud of her for doing the right thing. Anything else on your mind?
What can you tell me about the Morlocks?
I know mostly what you do. They're mutants who live beneath the streets of New York. I read through their SHIELD file. For the most part, they're harmless.
Why does S.H.I.E.L.D. have a file on harmless mutants?
Groups of unknown mutants who live off the grid is a thorny subject in this country. I don't like it either, but until that changes, S.H.I.E.L.D. will keep tabs on them.
Thanks, Carol.
Sure thing.
Magic asked me if I knew what streaming was. Doesn't she know my handle? 6XX Deadpool XX9? In all my time kicking it in the sewers, I never saw a Morlock. Whatever. Deadpool don't discriminate.
What is this?
Sounds like Dahlia's found her purpose. We should leave her alone.
Part of being a mentor is watching your students make their own.
What's shaking, Bacon?
Hunter, a word?
I'm listening.
I wanted to apologize. I'm afraid I came off a bit cold when we last spoke.
As I said before, it is all right. I do not expect you to warm up to me right away.
If we want to kick the temperature up in here, all I need to do is think of good thoughts.
You are speaking literally?
Yes, but that conversation is for another time.
I see you are still hesitant in sharing parts of yourself.
I'm not trying to keep secrets, but I don't want to alarm anyone.
Why would it be alarming?
Hypothetically speaking, how would you feel if others learned that you could cause a hurricane if you became too upset?
Afraid, if I am being honest.
People might view you in a new light. The last thing I want is for my team to think I am incapable of keeping things under wraps.
Do you think they are frightened of you?
No. I've had many years to keep myself stable. Let's leave it at that. I go into detail, but...
You do not trust me yet.
Keep doing what you're doing, and I'm sure we'll get there.
Hey, Hunter. Let me do my... Sometimes, I even impress myself. Big Tony's Forge of Mystery. We never close.
Until next time.
No pain, no gain.
No, you shouldn't have.
New and improved.
Promise I won't break your face.
Do your thing.
Don't ask me how many times Iron Man has asked me to charge his phone. I'm sure you've heard the expression, getting a second wind, Hunter?
Second wind? Is it related to your powers?
No, but good guess. It's when you're able to continue doing something difficult after you've been tired.
Sounds very useful. What will you do with this new energy?
I'm going to keep tabs on Dahlia and the Morlocks. Make sure nothing else happens to them.
Is that what she wants?
She wants me to keep my distance, but I can look out for friends from afar.
This is what you were after, right?
Sending your